Hello, I'm Robert, and you're welcome here in my busy little shop. On today's episode of What's on My Workbench, a few housekeeping things here. I've got a couple packages that I've received. I'll open up and show you what I've got in there. The flag over the door there, that's in my other shop as well. And I have two of them. The young man that made it for me, he thought he was making them for someone that I knew, but I'm the one that got them. And so he'll probably be surprised to find out that I have two now. I've got one hanging up, and I've got another one. When he made the two for me for a neighbor, he made one for me as well. I gave that to a veteran that's a friend of mine. So, and then I've got the eagle with the American flag over the toolbox there. Now, I've got just a few things here I want to show you. Be a short video today, and we're coming up on my 2-year anniversary with my YouTube channel. And if you've been around long enough, you know that that's going to have a direct impact on at least one viewer. We'll see how many viewers. So let me move you over here, and I'll open this up. I'll show you what I've got. All right, let me start here. I've received a few things here in the last few weeks that I'm going to open. I know I'm behind. I was trying to get caught up on some projects that I need to get finished for the holidays. But let me say first, when I first started the YouTube channel, I didn't think I would end up creating friendships with some viewers, other YouTube creators as well, but that's what's happened. And earlier this year, way earlier this year, a gentleman reached out to me and gave me the stitching horse you've seen in a few of the videos. I use it at the artisan shows. It's pretty handy to have there so that people can see how I hand stitch the products. But he went ahead and he dropped off these inspiration pieces here. So if I can get the light correct on these. These are some belt blanks that he tooled using some of what I would consider some of the common stamps, but used in some different designs to create, some interest there. And he thought it might inspire me to, I think that's what he was intending to, branch out into some of the other tooling. And I've got some of the tools here. A lot of them are border tools and such. He also gifted me this hook here, and I'll hang it here on the wall somewhere, probably to hold some of my hats. And he's not only a leather worker, but he's an accomplished blacksmith, and he made this feather for me out of a piece of angle iron here. So I'll find a good place in the shop for that. And then lastly, he said he had two of these. He couldn't find one, bought another one, and then it showed up. And so he gave me this, and it's got a lot of really cool designs in here that I think I can use some of them and pull, aspects out of it, like these butterflies here, or, however it inspires me. But just some kind of interesting designs here as well. And that's really fun. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the items that I've purchased, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and open these up, and we'll see what we've got. I've got a package here from Bruce Johnson, and some of you know Bruce Johnson. Bruce Johnson is a tool supplier, and he specializes in leather tools. And he ends up, I'm not sure where he gets them from, but he ends up with a lot of used tools. Maybe the people have traded them in, or he finds estate sales, but he has a lot of used tools. And at other times, he has some new tools as well. If you've got a tool, a stamp or something that's unusual that you're looking for, Bruce Johnson is one of the ways. And I'll put his information in my contact there. But I was looking for a arch punch that's a little bit bigger than the one I've got. I wanted 1.25 inches. So he gets these, this is a used punch, 1.25 inches, and it's a CS Osborne. And then he will refurbish them, sharpen them, and bring them back to, like new. And I know there's a lot of people out there who say the tools you buy today aren't as good as the old ones. Well, this is one way to end up with an old punch that's like new or better again. So He's got it sharpened up, he's got it polished up, and I'm really excited. I've got a particular way to use this that I'm going to be excited to see how it works out. So he gave me that, or he didn't give it to me, I bought it. And let's see what else he's got in here. Yeah, Bruce Johnson. He's out of Oakdale, California, and I see him at the trade shows. I can't remember if he was at the one in Texas or not, but I know he goes to Prescott, and I know he goes to Pendleton. I see him every year at the Prescott. And then he gave me a couple of little rulers here and a couple of his stickers. Well, there's his phone number. So I'll put his information in the details part of the video here as well. Just a really nice guy. If you go to one of the shows, make sure you take time to stop by his booth and visit with him, and I think you'll be happy that you did. All right, that's that. I reuse this. It'll go out in one of my orders. Then I've got another order here. I'm not sure if you saw my video. You can go back and see it, but it was my review of the Pendleton Leather Trade Show, and I also did an interview with Tim Purdy from Steel Stamps, and I got inspired when I returned. If you remember, I was looking at one of his stamps there, and it was an American flag stamp, and here it is here, and I've got an idea for some keychains, and then this is also cool. I haven't decided yet, but I may add this to the back of some of my belts when I make the belts. So I think it's pretty cool here. Let me get a piece of leather out here. All right, this is just a scrap that I dyed to make loops out of for belts. I'm going to put a little water in this, case this in here, and you can case through dye. Now you can't case very well through a sealer, but this just has dye on it. So I'm going to stamp this both dry and cased. Yep, that's pretty cool. It's probably a little bit more defined where I cased it. But Tim Purdy stamps, I think, they're really a crisp design. And I've got several of them. You've seen me use those. I've got one here. It's my maker's mark. And I'm not always able to fit that on some of the smaller items, so I had a smaller maker's mark made. And then I've got one that just says handcrafted. Yeah, very, very nice. I realized I did all those on the wet area. Let me do it on the dry area. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And then I got another one here. I've got an idea about making some leather business cards. Look at the detail he has in that. I think you can see it. Yeah. So now I've got 5 of his stamps, and he can make really some pretty unique stamps. And if you're in the jewelry business, he has a complete line. If you go to his website, also found in my description, if you go to the website, you will see he has stamps that are used in jewelry making as well. Lots of little flowers and designs and such if you want to stamp that into you know, your jewelry. You know, I decided to go ahead. I have a couple other items here that I want to show you, but I thought now would be a good time to do it since I'm talking about some of these different suppliers that I get items from. And let me find my receipt first. Why do I want to show my receipt? I don't want you to think that these things are being given to me to show. These are items that I purchased, but when I was in the Pendleton trade show, I just fell in love with this knife here from Sean Woodsum. I think it's just a beautiful knife here. Really some unique colors to it, and it is sharp. There's no doubt about it. And this is a style of knife that Don Gonzalez uses. He designed it for Don. And he uses it a lot of times off the edge of the table and will cut the leather. But Don has said that this only knife that he uses is this knife. He doesn't use any other type of knife. And I like the shape of it. I had someone say they thought it should be sharp on the curved side, but I think when you're cutting and you're getting around details, you want that point like it is. Anyway, I guess I'll find out. So that was that knife there. And then I went ahead and, yeah, I don't know why I had to have this. I just bought a NP4 Skyver, but I just thought it was just a beautiful knife here. Sean makes all of the tools himself. They are all hand done. And even though they're all individually hand done, he does a good job of keeping them, you know, looking the same as far as the handle shape. And the handle shape is really comfortable for using as well. Let's take a look at it here. I'm just going to work off the edge here, and I'm going to see if I can split this down as if I was doing a fold over for a belt here. I haven't played with this skiving knife very much. I got a little bit off there. But Sean makes just some, they're a quality knife, but they're pretty as well. So now I have my collection of Sean's knives are those two there, and you've probably already seen the modified head knife of his. I think they're just beautiful knives. And then here's the invoice on that, or the receipt. I've already paid for it. And there's Sean's information as well. I'll put it in the description if you're trying to get a hold of him. So I guess it's a little bit of a point of reflection, but this week it's been 2 years since I started my YouTube channel and had my first video. And it's been a very fun journey. I've gotten to know a lot of people in the industry, but also, more importantly, people that view my channel. And recently obtained 4,000 subscribers, and I really do appreciate the people that have subscribed. So I want to give back. And so I'm going to have a video that's going to come out on my anniversary or a couple days after. I'll have to decide where to put it in there with the anniversary being, I think that's Friday. So I may just wait and do it on Saturday, my regular day. But I'm going to have a video up, and I'm going to be giving away at least one belt, and I hope I can give away multiple belts. So follow along. I'll see you on Saturday with all the details on that. I do appreciate you taking time to watch my video today. Please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, I hope you have a great day.